Fuck up out of here, nigga.
Because I don't want to lose this thought. I just want to switch gears for a second. We were talking about Rum Nitty and his manager and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I want both of y'all take on this. Again, this is something I've been waiting. The interview with Lawrence is coming soon for y'all who care. Every time we try to do it, something ends up happening. But salute to Lawrence, salute to RB in general. But
Shout out to Lawrence.
I wanted to know what's your thoughts on when ARP revealed that he had conversations with Nitty's manager behind the scenes. And this is something I'm gonna ask ARP when I see him. More than likely I'll be at the press conference, so that's probably when I'll get a chance to catch him and bring it up. What was your thoughts on ARP revealing that shit? A, and B, do you think that hurt Nitty's relationship with URL?
When did he reveal it? Because I don't want to give out shit. Because like my brain different. Because I knew shit beforehand. You know, like ARP told me shit. Like I already knew about all that shit. What did he say when he revealed? I don't want to say nothing that he ain't said.
Well, I don't remember word for word, but this was when he did the blog explaining what happened with the daylight situation.
He talked about that in that blog. I don't know.
Yeah. Go back and watch it. He says that he had been in contact with. Basically, he said Nitty's manager reached out to him, and they had a conversation. And he gave a little bit more details. I don't remember what it was word for word, so I ain't gonna try to repeat it because I don't want to give you all the wrong shit. But overall, he basically was saying like that Nitty rocked with them and like really, he really wanted to try to get Nitty on RBE, and they were having that conversation. But to me, it was like URL just gave Nitty some big battles back to back to back. And if that conversation happened in private, even though you're saying that to make a point, you're trying to say you're not communicating, you're getting no communication from Daylight, but all these other people involved with the situation are communicating with you. Not to mention other battles were blocked.
As far as going into detail, that's a different story. But as far as mentioning that, I don't think there's anything wrong with it because Rum Nitty's manager should be in talks with a lot of fucking leagues, should be in talks with KOTD constantly. As you know, URL is his main hub right now, but he should be talking to RBE as well and all the other outlets. Because as a manager, you should be keeping that door open for any possibilities, any opportunities for your client.
Not only that, but ARP as a lead owner and as a grown ass man should not have to tap dance around anything for the URL. He gives zero fucks about the URL. Like the URL gives zero fucks about him. What does he care if that relationship was changed or whatever? And the URL should not be shocked to hear and that a manager was talking to another league. It should be, they should expect that, you know? And it can't hurt. It wouldn't hurt Rum Nitty. It wouldn't be like, okay, because you had a conversation with him, we're not gonna fuck with you. No, if anything, it probably would help him. So I'm thinking like that could hurt ARP, mention that, because now that they know ARP got this awesome big event, people is riding with RBE that hard, let me secure Rum Nitty by offering him a better bag for URL. So to me, ARP could have hurt himself.
Yeah, and I agree with both your points. But like for me, I was just like, I cringed, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I was just like, fuck, like, because
you're looking at it as a fan from the outside, but like, if you put yourself in ARP shoes.
No, yeah, definitely. I understand from a business standpoint, it's cool, but like for me, let's just say I'm gonna say it like if I was Rum Nitty, right, and you said something like that on the cam when you're just making a point about somebody else. Don't even got necessarily to do with me, but you bring me up. But it's almost like, hey, if we had that conversation in private, the way it's being presented is almost like if I'm about to just jump ship like that. Like if we talked about that in private, why would you just throw that out there? Like,
No,
And
they
that was
should.
the first thought that came to my head. Like, and Visual, like we've been given a lot of battle rap information before it came out. And you know how I am about that type of shit. I will take that shit to the grave. I won't say.
Well, we've been trying it not to, anyways.
And there's even stuff I've been told, and then I tell you guys after the fact. Like, look, I already knew about this, and because I take that type of shit personally. Like, if we had a conversation that was in private, and this is what I'm saying. This is why I was asking you, John, from your. I just wanted you to put your managerial hat on for that moment, because it was just like, is that something that you will be upset about that he put that out there? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just for me, I just feel like certain private conversations, if I was Nitty, me personally, my first thought would have been like, yo, my man, why would you put that out there? You know what I'm saying? Because that can actually, I understand you guys saying it might help, but it could also hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if URL right now is throwing me Iron Solomon, fucking Sue Surf, so on and so forth, and then they hear that, and then they take it like I'm being disloyal, which they shouldn't. But I'm just saying because one thing, URL don't got to be loyal to anybody, but they expect everybody to be loyal to them.
I don't think ARP went into detail enough to compromise anything. If he said Rum Nitty's manager was interested in likes the platform and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, he said a few other things.
So you would say that that's a conversation you would have in general to a lot of leagues if you're already in talks with them, as you should be. You're not going to talk to them and say, "Oh, I'm not interested in your league," or else you wouldn't mention them at all.
If 40, everybody knew, it was public knowledge back then that 40 was very, very upset that she was one of the hottest in the game, but she was only on Queen of the Ring. So if I start managing her, it should be a given that people know I'm about to go and try to get her every fucking where. So Debo can't get mad and be like, yo, John, with me, you supposed to be cool. What you doing? You talking to ARP trying to get 40 on there? Yeah, nigga, I'm a manager. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go out and try to, you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't, if he did put out details like we offer this amount of money and all the stuff about the contract, then I probably would feel some sort of way. But just to say that we talking, period, and I'm 40 interested, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I don't think he revealed any detailed information.
Yeah, I know he didn't go too far, but he did mention a few things. And like I said, my first thought was just like, fuck, like, was it?
URL should assume that every fucking battle rapper that they fuck with, that smile on their face, is talking to other battle rap owners. They should assume that at all times.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I would look at it like that too. But I just was looking at the recent history, and I'm like, damn, they throwing you Iron Solomon, they throwing you Surf, they throwing you Tay-Rock, right? Did he battle Tay-Rock?
I think what you worried about, Rum Nitty is too big for. You worried about, all right, URL found out you go talking to somebody else, so this major opportunity we just gave you, we're going to remove you. He too big for that. That's something you do to a smaller battle rapper. Like, yo, my nigga, we about to blow you up and give you these big chances. You being disloyal, we going to take him away. Rum Nitty, he above that stuff. They're not going to go do him like that, It would have maybe a low soul, somebody popular, but who ain't really got his foot grounded in URL yet. That can do him like that, but not Rum Nitty. And then, again, RBE is in right now, look like they was taking over for a bit. So this is the wrong time to do any kind of threatening tactic, because you're for sure going to send them over to the people who is making you do blog saying, I can't eat that.
Yeah, that's true.